Hey, what is up, you guys? Happy Monday. Happy Mindset Monday. How was everyone's weekend? I hope everyone did something fun. Maybe celebrated Halloween. Maybe got outside, enjoyed the fall weather. It was super nice out this weekend. So I'm super excited to do this call. I think it's going to be really relevant to a lot of the ladies in this group. Liza, what's up, girl? Liza, this is going to be extremely helpful for you since you missed team call yesterday. Shaking my head, girl. This is going to be helpful, though. Liza, what did you do this past weekend? And what was your biggest challenge this past weekend? We're going to be talking about weekends in this call. So it's going to be good. It's going to be helpful. What's up? Liza, what was your biggest challenge this weekend? Give me a hashtag live squad. If anybody else hops on to hashtag live squad, let me know. Let me hear you. Let me see you. And then if you're watching on replay, also let me see you. I feel like, why are you putting me on the spot, Liza? Because you're the only one on here. That's why. What was I going to say? If you're watching back on Replay Squad, give me a hashtag Replay Squad. I feel like this group's a little lame, a little weak sauce when it comes to Replay Squad. Not everyone lets me know when you watch it, but I can see on my computer screen, seen by, 37 people, 42 people, and nobody comments on it. Let's have some fun. Let's be supportive. Was being out a lot of special events with tempting foods around me. Beautiful. Great. We're going to be talking about that. So, we are talking about weekends, not weekends in total. We're going to be talking about specifically, and I feel like there's so much you can talk about with weekends that you could do. Literally, I could do next weekend and the following weekend after that on weekends. So for just this call specifically, we could talk about alcohol choices. We could talk about self-care on the weekends. We could talk about active recovery days on the weekends. We could talk about your Sunday routine, planning for the week ahead on your Sunday, travel tips, all of that stuff. Actually, we did travel tips in a lot of detail. Liza watched that video. The travel tips, I believe, is the second training. Also, if you ladies are curious, like if you haven't watched all of the videos in the past, you can go to the units tab on the left side of your screen and look at the titles of the videos to be able to choose which ones you want. If not all topics are relevant to you, like maybe you are the master and queen of your weekends and they're flawless, but something else might be of interest, just go to those unit tabs and select them from there. So if you're interested to learn about my staying consistent while traveling tips, I believe it's video number 2. So we're going to get in here. Specifically today, we're going to be talking about when you're going out to eat, some things you can consider, some tips and tricks for that. And then second, we're going to be talking about parties and just like being out at parties and being out at events. And so, so some of the themes here and topics and suggestions I'm going to give you ladies are a little bit, conjoined. Is that a word? They're relevant to both. And so with those, I'll still list them, but they're relevant to both. So, well, I'll start with that actually. What's going to be relevant to both parties, going to parties or going out to events and going out to eat? First and foremost, I think, is accountability and healthy relationships. So I'll just kind of talk about both of these in general. Accountability can be used in any way, shape, or form with both going out, going to parties, going to bars, whatever. Accountability can be used in any way, shape, or form that feels fitting for you. If you need to text someone throughout the night to have make sure that you're making good choices, if you need to tell someone that you're with, so if you need to tell someone we're with, if you're going out, like if I'm going out, Liza, maybe I'm going to say like, Liza, hey, cut me off after 2 to 3 drinks, or make sure I'm drinking my water in between my drinks, or make sure that I stick to vodka sodas, or whatever that is. Like that sense of accountability can be whatever you're comfortable with. Texting someone in person, calling someone in the middle or something, or it can be, I got you, girl, she says. Or this can take the form of someone that's there with you. What else was I going to say? What else was I going to say for accountability? I was going to say one more thing. I don't remember. It'll come to me. So someone that's there with you, someone that's not there with you, accountability in any way, shape, or form, checking in with each other, just maybe it's one-sided, maybe your accountability buddies for the night, whatever that means. Like, I think it's just important to be able to have someone that you can count on if you feel like that is what is going to keep you accountable. And then same thing for going out to eat, whether that's, telling someone ahead of time, like whoever you're going with, I'm just going to order this and help me stick to just that. Or I am going to be splitting my portion in half no matter what. And help me stick to that. So again, someone you're with, someone you're not with, maybe a mentor, maybe a coach. My clients are always welcome to text me if they're out to eat and be like, what the heck should I eat? I need help. So there's accountability in that sense, but then also healthy relationships at large, but healthy relationships applicable to your social life. If you are hanging out with people that are going to be unsupportive of your health goals, or going to be a negative energy in your life, or are going to be not focused on, like, in my mind, like, I want to hang out with people that are growth minded, people that want to grow, people that are always willing to grow, and get better and strive to get better and just be healthier, happier versions of themselves. Like, I freaking love that about people. And I love working with people and spending time with people that have that mindset. And I feel like everybody in this group should. You've all joined this group because you have an interest in health, fitness, nutrition, mindset, etc., and growing yourself as an individual. So just taking a good deep look, like, I'm not saying get rid of the people completely that are negative energies in your life, but spending time with people that are more of a positive energy in your life, both when you're going out on the weekends and during the week. But, if you're spending your time with people that are bad energy and that are unsupportive of your health goals, that are going to be a bad influence on your health goals, or maybe people that don't even know you have health goals, like, check yourself. Ask yourself some deeper questions about the value of that friendship to you. And if that is a friendship that you need, how can you grow it to be more a friendship or a relationship, whatever? Like, how can you grow that to be more of a positive one and more of a supportive one, and be on the same page? So accountability and healthy relationships, and who you're talking to and who you're spending your time with, I think is going to be huge for obviously, at the end of the day, you're in control of your health, but this also is going to impact you, because if you're spending time with ass people, it's going to influence your choices. So with that being said, accountability and healthy relationships are both applicable to both topics here of going out to eat and of going out on the weekends, going to parties, going to bars, etc. So now we're going to go back to going out to eat. And the tips and tricks I'm going to give you guys are not rocket science. They're not something that's crazy. They're not something that's unheard of. They're not something that hasn't been on the internet or circulated as ideas, or things that you might have not or have thought of before. English. So the first is, when choosing a restaurant, actively participate in the choosing process. If it is just you and your significant other going out on a date, you can just say, hey, I'm going to pick the place, or hey, why don't we pick the place together? Because I want to make sure there are options that I am happy with, and that is going to be food that's going to give me vibrancy and energy and make me feel happy and healthy and be good to my body. So actively participate in the choosing of the restaurant. If it's a group of people and y'all are just kind of brainstorming, where should we go? Like, you should be even if you're not, like, you don't have a background in event planning or anything, just like have the active participation in choosing the place that you are going to eat. And again, making sure that it is in line with what you are trying to do for your body, and making sure that there are options at that restaurant or cafe or whatever that are things that you want to be putting in your body. And then same thing if you're going out to eat with like a big group or your family, etc. Just have an active participation, or be the one who chooses. Just be like, hey guys, if that's all right with you, I want to pick a place. I have a couple good ones in mind. Even if you don't, just bullshit them and then go find a good place, right? So have active participation in choosing the place that you are going, so that it is a place that you are happy with, and that you can choose something from that you are happy with. The second thing is to just look at the menu ahead of time and commit to what you are going to get, and walk into it. So let's just say you're going out for Mexican and you have your mind on a taco bowl with chicken on it, right? And whatever. Like, let's say, for the example, that's the option. Again, you can use the accountability here if you need. If not, just decide ahead of time. Look at the menu ahead of time and then go into the restaurant knowing that that is what you are getting. Boom, no exceptions. That way, it's not like if you hadn't looked at the menu before, you're going in and then you're feeling overwhelmed by looking at the menu and things sound good, and then you're seeing servers carry food out and the food looks really good and it's tempting, or you're seeing your friends ordering other things that are tempting, or you're seeing the people at the tables near you having heaping freaking piles of double bacon, cheesy cheese nachos. Like, it just eliminates the temptation and the drive to order something else if you already walk in with the determination, knowing what you are going to get and already having decided. It takes away the temptation. It is what it is. You're still going to enjoy what you got, but it takes away that temptation if you decide ahead of time. And again, you can pull into accountability there, should you feel like you need that extra accountability. The next thing is about portion size, right? So if you are going to, like, if you're going to a freaking, what's that place called? Cheesecake Factory? Are you kidding me? Cheesecake Factory portions are like 4 meals worth. So if you are going to a place that you know ahead of time serves large portions, or maybe you don't know, and you can, I mean, typically in America here, we have big ass portions. So you can just kind of assume, unless you're going to a bougie, expensive restaurant, that the portions are going to be too big. So a couple options here for portion sizing. First one is split it with a friend. Just ask the server, hey, we're going to order this burrito bowl with chicken. Can you split that into 2? Right? Super easy. Split it into 2 with a friend, or ask the server, can you split that ahead of time and put half of it in a to-go bag? I'm not that hungry right now. Nobody's going to question you, right? Just say, I'm not that hungry right now, and they'll split it for you. They'll bring it to you in half of it in your doggy bag. Or again, if you're uncomfortable doing that, you can just do it when it gets to the table. Just like look at it, know ahead of time, okay, I'm going to split this in half, boom, 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 eat this half is coming home with me tomorrow, I'm having it for lunch tomorrow. So just thinking about the portions and the ways that you can split the portion sizes so that you don't feel like you have to eat it all, and then so that it's not so overwhelming and you're not leaving your meal feeling like it was freaking Thanksgiving. So splitting your portions with a friend, with yourself, or having the server do it ahead of time. The last one I'm going to talk about here is a key foundational habit that I teach my clients that I'm working with. Liza, tell me one of them. What's one of your 3 foundational habits? Pop quiz, girl. On the spot. Boom, 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 boom. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Ugh, it says you're not live anymore. You hung up on me. You got nervous because she didn't know the answer. Okay, so eating slowly and eating to 80% full. So eating slowly is going to allow you to slow the F down, because we don't always slow the F down in our lives. We are go, 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 go all the time. I'm guilty of it myself, but slow the F down when you're eating, right? Slow the F down. What this is going to do is it's going to allow you to, because you're out to eat, right? You're clearly with people you care about, hopefully, I would assume. Oh, I don't have service. I lost you. It's all good, girl. I called you out. I called you out, Liza, and you hung up the moment I called you out. I asked you a question, and I saw the dot in the left corner go away. I was like, she's quitting because she doesn't know the answer. But I'm talking about eating slowly and eating to 80% full. So eating slowly is going to allow you to engage with the people around you more, right? You're going to be able to talk to them more because you're not going to be friggin' stuffing your face the whole time. Ask them questions, listen to them, actively listen to them. And eating slowly is going to allow your body's it's going to allow your body's natural fullness mechanisms to kick in. If you're eating your meal in 20 minutes, 20 minutes, and you're scarfing it down, your body's not going to know it's full yet, right? Your body's natural fullness mechanism that's happening in your stomach, that little jam that's going on down there, it's not going to have the opportunity to kick in and have you feeling that you are full, even though you might have already eaten enough food for yourself. And again, this is applicable if you are working towards weight loss, if you are looking to bulk or looking to really optimize your athletic performance, if you are looking to gain skeletal muscle mass, if you are looking to maintain. Some of these habits might be a little bit different, but this is, more so for weight loss and just general health, would be eating slowly so that your body's natural fullness mechanisms can kick in. And also, you're going to be able to taste your food more. You're going to be more satisfied when you finish. You're going to end up eating less overall. And it's just a good practice and control. And so again, you eat to 80% full, so you eat slowly, eat to 80% full, and then take the rest home. So eating slowly and 80% full are 2 of the foundational habits that I'm working with my clients on every single week, and just making sure that they are constantly doing these things as a foundational habit. And so 80% full is really just going to, again, have you not eating to the point where you're stuffed and you're uncomfortable. And this is also going to have you keeping higher energy. Like, your body doesn't need to be churning and churning and churning and churning all day, digesting. Like, give it some rest, let it chill, let your stomach do its thing without continuously eating too much, right? So looking on going out to eat, Liza and my replay squad, share with me one thing from this list that you think you can implement. So in relation to when you're going out to eat or go out, right? So the first one was accountability, some sense of accountability. The second one was just making sure that you are spending your time with people that you have healthy relationships with. Having an active participation in the place you are going to eat, looking at the menu beforehand and deciding. We talked about splitting your portions, the different ways you can split your portions, and then eating slowly and to 80%. So of these 6 kind of tips and tricks, Liza and my hashtag replay squad, what is one thing from that list for going out to eat that you can implement? One thing. Let me know. Cool. So now I'm going to be going into going to parties and going to gatherings, social gatherings. Again, here, accountability is going to be big. Accountability is going to be something that you can implement as well in terms of alcoholic beverages, in terms of snacking, in terms of how late you want to stay at the party, in terms of maybe you're avoiding people that you have unhealthy relationships with. Accountability can be big there for somebody, you're just texting someone you're going with, or someone you're meeting up with, etc. Maybe you guys want to set accountability for each other. And then again, healthy relationships. Who are you spending your time with? What kind of parties are you going to? Are you going to trash parties with trash people that's going to give you trash energy, or are you going to spend quality time with people that you love? So that's one thing, obviously, here for parties is just accountability again and healthy relationships. 3, snack before you go. Boo, 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 boo. So that I know exactly what Liza says. I can do a better job at looking at the menu ahead of time so that I know exactly what I'm going to have before I even get there. Liza, when's the next time you're going out to eat, girl? If you have any dates, plans, decide where you're going and decide what you're getting. Failing to plan is planning to fail. So snacking before you go to parties. If you are going to go to a party that's going to have an ass ton of food, snack before you go. And snack on something healthy, of course, but snack before you go so that you're not as hungry when you get to the party, or maybe you're not even hungry at all. Maybe you eat a full meal before, maybe you snack before you go. But snacking before you go, so that again, you're not super freaking hungry, you're not super ravenous, you've already established a base of a good meal in your body, a good snack in your body, to have you making better decisions while you're there. 2 would be to pack snacks for yourself for the party. If you're going to something that's going to be an all-day endeavor or all afternoon or all evening, and you might get hungry, but you don't want to eat what's there, you don't have to eat what's there. What's up? You're in control of your life. You're in control of your choices. You're in control of your actions. So pack a snack for yourself. I pack a snack all the time. I'll pack like a bar or some almonds or a piece of fruit, etc. And I'll put that either in an over-the-shoulder like bag or a purse or backpack or whatever. I have no shame in bringing my own snacks places for myself. So that's the second option. Allison, what's up, girl? Allison is new to this group. Allison, I'm so happy you are on. Give me a hashtag live squad. Allison, we are talking about right now how to stay consistent and stay healthy and in control while you're at parties. Allison, training video number 2. I'm going to tag you in it. It's going to be super helpful because I know you're going abroad. It's going to be helpful for you to stay in control while abroad. So I'm going to tag you in that after. But, okay, so we're talking about packing snacks, right? We got that. Now we're going to go back to bringing snacks, bringing a plate, bringing a platter, bringing a salad, bringing an appetizer, bringing an entree, right? So opposite from just bringing something for yourself, but bringing something for everybody else. If you know it's going to be a party where there's going to be snacks, or going to be a party where there's, maybe it's a dinner party, etc. Like, bring a plate, bring whatever you're going to bring to the party, and have it be, newsflash, something healthy, right? Like, don't be that asshole that brings dessert to the party when maybe you're like, a bunch of people are at the party, right? Because it's healthy relationships. A bunch of people at the party are trying to be healthy, and some asshole brings brownies, right? Bring something good, bring something healthy, and bring something that you can eat and you will be happy to eat, should you not like the other options at the party to eat, right? So be proactive in that, bringing something to the party to eat for everybody. that's healthy, that you're happy and comfortable with. Or alternatively, being again being proactive in the planning of the party. If it's someone you're very close with, someone that you're a good friend with, be proactive in the planning of the party, the planning of what's going to be out for snacks, what's going to be out for food, what's going to be out for meals, for dinner, whatever it is. Just offer to help create the menu, offer to help shop, offer to help go over 2 hours early so you can help with the prep of the food. Just offer to help in a more proactive way, again, so you can have more control over what is present at the party. And then my last little tip here for parties, and then we'll kind of wrap up. I'll do a little recap. My last tip here is to just freaking be mindful and breathe. Like, be mindful, slow down, breathe, think, right? A lot of times we get like swept up in the environment or swept up in the space that we're in and the environment and the people, etc. And we want to do what everybody else is doing. We want to let loose. It's the weekend. We just worked all week. We want to just be in the environment, be in the space, not be the oddball out who's eating freaking celery in the corner, whatever that is. And if you are, we're friends. But just being mindful, right? Slow down. If you need to, whether you're in a city or in a neighborhood, like maybe that just means you go out, you're going for a walk around the block, you're going for a walk to the end of the driveway and back, you're going outside to call a friend, again, hashtag accountability. Maybe you're just going to the bathroom and doing some simple breath work for a second, or going to the bathroom and closing your eyes, or going to someone's, room and just breathing, moving, walking, just taking a second to be mindful and breathe and think about where you are and what you're doing and your actions, and just be mindful about that. It literally can take you 1 minute of going outside and resetting and coming back into the space. Maybe you need 5 minutes. Maybe you just need to lie and say, hey, my mom's calling, I gotta go take this call, and go for a quick walk around the block and just breathe, just reset, just be at peace with your goals and in alignment with those. And I know this is all like, I'm not giving all of this advice because I'm perfect at it, because I'm not, but I'm giving this advice because these are things that I also some of these are things that I try to implement myself in continuing to work on my own health goals. So nobody, both my girls that were live are off the call now. Y'all are butts. So my hashtag replay squad, for going to parties, let me know one thing that you can, plugging my phone in here, one thing that you can be implementing while you are out and about at parties, at gatherings, at barbecues, at dinner parties, whatever. So the ideas here were accountability, healthy relationships, again, just checking in with yourself, making sure that you're hanging out with some cool people that are cool vibes, snacking before, bringing your own snacks to the party for yourself, packing them in your purse or something, bringing a plate to the party, bringing, whatever to the party for everybody to have, or having an active role in the planning of the party, and then just taking time while you're caught up in the moment to breathe and be present with yourself and your goals. So those are kind of some of the biggest tips I have for just weekend festivities and gatherings in general to help you stay on track and stay on top of everything. So I hope this was helpful, and I would love for my replay squad to comment their number one biggest takeaway that you are going to implement from these things. Like, what is one biggest thing you can implement, or share one idea that you personally do on the weekends that is helpful for you in terms of staying on track. And perhaps next week we can talk alcohol, we can talk self-care, we can talk active recovery days, we can talk Sunday routines. So let me know one thing that you plan to take away from this call to implement into your weekends, or let me know one thing that you maybe implement into your weekends to stay on track yourself. And then, as always, if you ladies need support in other areas, let me know what those areas are. If you want me to go over certain topics on these calls, let me know. If I don't know a lot about it, I can figure it out, or maybe I do. So open to suggestions, and then just interact with the group, engage with the group, be a positive contributor to the community, and then you'll get more positivity back. And then, as always, this month I have a couple spots left to work with me in my 3-month program, working with women one-on-one to conquer their foundations of their health, working through stuff like this, implementing it, working through a lot of the mindset work behind your health goals that also need to be tapped into when you are achieving your health goals. So if you are interested, shoot me a message or comment below. I'm interested, and I'll connect with you, and we'll set up a time to talk and see if it's a good fit. So I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your Monday night, and I'm excited to see who comments on here, and I'll talk to you ladies soon.